I want you to think about how you feel about the day before it starts trading. What you think it's going to do. Is it going to be an up close day? It's going to be a down close day. And you're not trying to predict the closing price. You're just writing down what you think about the day. And then I want you to write down why you believe what you believe. I want you to write down how you think that the session that ends the morning session. Okay, so we'll call it 11:30 to 12 o'clock in that 30-minute interval. You want to be simple, do it like I told Caleb. 11:30 is the end of your morning session. So at 11:30, will the closing price that makes the 11:30 1-minute candle be higher than a 9:30 opening price or below it? I want you to ask yourself what you think that's going to occur. You have to determine that at 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, the opening range completes. Now you have 30 minutes behind you. Are we going to close higher at 11:30's 1-minute candle than the 9:30 opening price or lower? And why you think that's going to be the case?
Welcome back, traders. This is my submission to ICT's homework from his Twitter space predicting the day's close. So yesterday I was thinking that we were going to close on an up day. You know that I am higher time frame bullish. I am looking for price to come up into this weekly SIBI. And even though I was technically correct on the yesterday closing up on the day, you can see that the body was pretty small with wicks on both sides. So it was pretty much a sideways day, not really good trading conditions. So even though I'm technically right, it was pretty much blind luck. So going down here into the most recent price action, I'm looking for price to come up, but you can see I outlined this daily implied fair value gap. Now, it is ideal for me if we go for some sort of a sell side stop hunt before we start going rallying above the previous week high, this high going back into that SIBI. So on the daily chart, it's a little bit unclear for me. I think I'm going to go ahead and go down into the hourly chart to get a little bit more detail, because even though I am bullish, I do acknowledge that we could be coming down to some discount arrays. So going into the hourly chart, so I'm looking for price to come up above the weekly, the previous week's high. Now, we did consolidate pretty much all day yesterday, and then overnight and during the London session, we've rallied up, taking the highs above here and here, but we haven't reached the previous week high just yet. Now, I really want this to stay intact. I want these to be just relative highs, and then have price come down to this flat area to take the sell side below here. Now, I do have the hourly wick, half of the hourly wick marked out here and here. It would be ideal for me to actually come down back into that daily implied fair value gap. I don't want it to go all the way down. I just want it to stay above 50% of this, right? So that wick right there, that is what I'm looking for. I want price to come down to this hourly wick CE and have this used as to support price. I mean, it could go lower, it could wick down in order to take the sell side below this wick as well. Ideally, I want this discount array to hold us as support, and then look to take out this high later in the week, perhaps on Thursday, or maybe even Wednesday. Like today is Tuesday, so I'm looking for today to be the low of the week, somewhere in this daily fair value gap. So I think even though I am higher time frame bullish, we could, with the sweep of this high and this high, we could have a down day today. I think we could come down, take the sell side below here, and then maybe even sweep the low here. But I do want to see some sort of bounce and close in this range. So for example, something, if I could to draw it out, it'll be something like this, where we have price come down, maybe flirt with the idea of taking those lows, come up a little bit, and then we bust through down to, let's say, about half that wick. That's where I want it. And then we just kind of close somewhere in the middle of the range today. And then looking for these highs to get taken out sometime later this week. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and say short term today, we're going to close down on the day. So thank you for watching. Stick around. I'm going to go ahead and do my prediction after the morning bell for the morning session. But until next time, guys, safe trading.